Hey guys, welcome back. Hope everyone's doing well on this Thursday evening. Yep, sorry, still vaping. I don't know why I said I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a thing. It's not like you can see it. We're going to use the Astromatrix Tarot today and see if we can't get a message. So I am recording this on Thursday night, but I have set the intention for the message to be for Friday. So tomorrow, what is the date tomorrow? I believe it's 7/7. Divine numbers. I love it. Synchronicities and repeating numbers. They're a thing, right? Seven chakras. Well, there's actually more than seven, but seven that we recognize or find to be the most common, right? I have been using my tuning forks actually lately to balance my own chakras along with my self-Reiki, and it has been an amazing experience for me and something that I have incorporated into my morning routine. And yeah, you guys should try it. Check it out. I don't know what's going on with these cards. All right, let's get down to business. Yeah, let's see what we've got. Give us a message for Friday, July 7th, and see what's happening with our collective this week. Okay. Ooh, Nine of Swords in the reverse. I like that in the reverse. That's a thing. It's a thing. Let's see what else we've got. Five of Pentacles reversed. I love it. Seven of Swords reversed. Wow, guys. I mean, seriously. I'm not sure I can get any better than this. What are we getting rid of here? This is regret, and this is beating yourself up, and this is overthinking everything. And guess what we're not doing anymore? We are letting go of self-defeating thoughts. We are letting go of not forgiving ourselves. We're letting go of feeling left out in the cold. We are letting go of those people that have been deceiving us, and we're starting to see things the way they truly are. And that could be us. And actually, I think it is us. What have we been overthinking that has left us out in there, left us feeling left out in the cold, that was deceiving ourselves? It doesn't matter what it was. Because you know what, guys? I literally have the song I Can See Clearly Now in my head. You know when people say they don't want to speak things into existence, and they hold it in and they hold it in and they hold it in, right? And then you finally do let it out and you say it out loud. And the person you say it to is like, yeah, and? Mountains out of molehills, guys. We literally, our subconscious, our ego is programmed to replay things over and over and over in our head to remind us, right, about something that may or may not have happened that we perceived, whether it was right or wrong. And we make it so big, and we make it so huge, and we leave ourselves left out. I mean, literally left out in the cold. Like, there's no nurturing here, right? There's no warmth. There's no comfort. And we feel isolated and we feel alone. And when we stop overthinking things and we stop, I don't even know, beating ourselves up, I guess, is the only word that comes to me with that card. And we quit crying over spilled milk, and we just fucking clean the milk up. It's not as big as we thought it was. It's not as, I'm thinking of like David and Goliath, right? It's not as big as Goliath. It's as small as David. And we have convinced ourselves, deceitfully, that those little things, little tiny things, and I don't say little tiny things to discount whatever it is you're thinking about. I say it because it is literally saying it out loud, seeing it for what it truly is, that brings it back to its normal size. And most things are kind of little, right? At least those things that we deceive ourselves about. You know, I'm not good enough. I'm not capable of, I can't, I tried once and so I'm a failure for the rest of my life. You know, these self-defeating, self-limiting beliefs that we have. And how beautiful, guys, how absolutely fucking amazing it is that we are turning all of that around. I don't even want to draw any more cards. Like, I just want to give everybody a high five. I was actually listening. I say that because, and I'm laughing because I'll tell you why. I was listening to Mel Robbins, and I'm going to be honest, guys. When I first heard her videos, I was not a fan. Not a fan. I don't know why. Actually, no, I do. I know why now. At the time, I didn't know why. Because she has a lot of really good advice. You know, I mean, advice that I've taken and has worked. She has this technique, right, where, and it's, I believe it's hers. I don't believe that she borrowed it from anybody. I really want to make sure I give her the credit on this one. But in the morning when you go, you know, everybody goes to the bathroom and you pass by that mirror that you always avoid looking at, stop yourself and look in the mirror and give yourself a high five. And I thought, this is the silliest thing in the world I've ever heard of. But you know what? I was in a bad place when I heard it, and I thought, it can't fucking hurt, right? And I did it. And God, I felt like ridiculous. Literally ridiculous. I'm like, I can't even believe I'm doing this, but I'm gonna do it. And it was probably the third or fourth day, and I looked forward to it. I can't explain it. It's a mind shift. And please go look up Mel Robbins and the I don't remember the name of the video, honestly. And anyway, try it. After the 5th day, you start to believe at the beginning of your day that you have something to celebrate, right? Because what do you do with a high five? It's a celebration. And it shifts your mind into a better self, I want to think of the perfect word here, celebration of self, right? Instead of avoiding that mirror and deceiving ourselves into thinking that we are not worth celebrating, we can celebrate. And we stop overthinking, and we've literally shifted that thought and turned it around. And look, even his hands are upside down. You have to raise your hands in that fashion with your elbow bent to give yourself a high five. And then this feeling left out in the cold, feeling not worthy, deceiving yourself, thinking you're not worthy, it all goes away. It's like magic. Like she literally had a magic pill. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why it bothered me so much in the beginning, and why I wasn't a big fan of listening to her videos at first, because she made it sound too easy. And maybe that was my overthinking, right? Just, it can't be that easy. If it was that easy, the whole fucking world would be doing it. But I guess it takes a certain level of silliness and allowing yourself to be that silly, or at least that was the word I came up with when I heard it, to shift your mindset. And all it is a shift of a mindset. And look how much changes, guys. So much changes. And then, you know what? Let's see what else changes as a result of all this. Spirit, what's the outcome as a result of all this work? Well, that's way too many. I'm not reading that many cards tonight. It's late. I'm tired. What is the outcome? Well, you're still carrying burdens. However, there's more cards, and I don't think that's the end of that story. Let me set this deck down. You might be carrying burdens, but you're not carrying them alone, guys. You look at these cards, right? He's alone here, carrying all these burdens. And when he finds the love he needs for himself, he becomes the King of Cups. And look, he's resting. He's sitting down. I don't see any wands there, do you? I really don't. He's chilling. He looks like Prince. Purple Rain. I don't know. I'm being silly tonight. And this, the rainbow. Look at all the chakras open. Look at the balance. Look at the symmetry in that card. The divine feminine, the divine masculine. That snake doesn't stand a chance. Does not stand a chance. It's going to fall right through the cracks there. This Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're going to have burdens, guys. I'm not even going to lie. They're going to be there. Like, it's not going to go away. But he's still carrying them, and he's still moving forward. And he might be a little bumped and bruised and battered. But at the end of the day, there's a rainbow. There's blessings that come as a result of pushing forward through those burdens, to the point where they don't even feel like burdens. And that knowledge gained, that knowledge needs to be shared. And you need to be the example. And this guy, I can't stop seeing Prince in here. I'm gonna have to go listen to that song, Purple Rain. I never knew what that song was about, and I more recently started to think that it's literally your crown chakra opening. Look at the purple here. Look at the crown chakra. This is enlightenment. This is an awakening. And it was a burden. And it was fucking gut-wrenching, you guys. I'm not even going to lie. It was absolutely gut-wrenching to get to this point, to get to this place. And you notice, alone, out in the cold, alone, balance those two energies. And you are sitting pretty alone. You don't need anybody else to do this, guys. Well, you kind of do. I mean, shadow work is best done with a backdrop, right? A therapist, spiritual counselor, whatever. But you have to do the work. You have to be the one to decide communication, thoughts. Every situation that we're in begins with a thought. Everything in the world had to have been a thought for someone at some point. And that thought turned into a belief. And that belief turned into a truth. And when we overthought things and we made them bigger than they really were, we turned them into truth. Deceptively, but they were our truth. And look, the blue, truth. Throat chakra, I'm aligned with my highest truth and communicate this with love and honor. My words echo softly within the universe. Look at the blue in here. Look at that truth. You can stand on your truth. You can sit on your truth, on your throne of truth. Clothed and wearing all of that enlightenment and knowing that's your truth. And you feel like a king. It is that divine masculine energy that is coming from a place of love, which is the perfect balance of that divine feminine and masculine. It is symmetry. It's union. It's coming together of your own energies and trusting yourself and believing that you're safe. Does this guy look like he's scared to fall in this ocean? And if you think of the ocean as emotions, does he look afraid of that? Nope. I mean, a tidal wave could come and knock this guy down, and he don't look afraid. Not even a little bit. And I'm just looking, I keep getting drawn to these ruffles in the middle with the white. We have a star chakra, actually, that is about 6 inches above our crown chakra. And not too many people talk about the star chakra. But it's a thing. It is the enlightenment of enlightenment. It is the knowing and believing and having faith and trusting. And he looks like he's seen evidence of it. I don't know why. He looks confident to the point that he's seen the evidence of it. But it's not easy, right? It's fucking gut-wrenching, and you're worried that you're deceiving yourself. You're worried that you're just buying into fairy tales. And you've had to carry the burden alone because nobody believes you. But 10s are the end. It's the end of those things being a burden. And it is that balance that we've all been looking for. It's bliss, guys. It's absolute bliss. It is falling in love with yourself in a way that you didn't even think was possible. And I want to give you a high five. I want to give you a hug, and I want to congratulate you, because it is an accomplishment. It is something to be celebrated. It is, take yourself out to dinner. And if you have a spouse, make your spouse take you out to dinner. It's being proud of yourself and not being arrogant. It is doing the right thing, and the right thing is not always the easy thing to do. But once you've done it, the celebration and the weight of these wands, it's gone. There's no wands here. There's no burdens. There's no weight. It's pure balance, and it's fucking beautiful. I can't say enough about it. I am going to get a Hidden Truth Oracle card from your higher self. I would like to see what your higher self has to say about all this hard work. What does your higher self say? We will be together again. Did I not just say this was the unity? Guys, you are shifting into merging with your higher self. When they say take the high road, have you ever broken that down spiritually? You can be a version of your lower self, or you can be a version of your higher self. These cards are telling me there is no more lower and higher. You have merged. You've merged your divine feminine with your masculine. You have merged your lower self with your higher self. And you know what that does, guys? You have created a timeline that doesn't exist yet. They talk about the Akashic records and every decision you've ever made having been written in these Akashic records. Let me tell you something, guys. This wasn't written yet. This is the first time that you've made these decisions. And the world is your oyster. You can write whatever you want now. You are not confined by the decisions that you made lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. You finally got it. And again, high five to you. Any advice from our higher selves? Any advice from our higher selves? I don't know. No. Any advice? We need to let each other go. Well, the only way to come together and unite and to become that third self is to release your attachment to the lower two. Think about Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Think about a triangle, right? You want to get to the top of that mountain. You got to let the two bottom corners go and merge into one. And remember that. Remember that you are not your higher self or your lower self. You are your new ascended self. And if you can remember that, you will always take the high road because there is no other road. There's only one. I'm going to get a last healing card for advice before I end it. I'm so excited for you guys. Oh my gosh. I wish you guys would tell me in the comments, like, what happened? Something good. I have chills. Use my Soul to Soul birthday gift cards. I love these cards. I never put them away. I switch decks all the time, but this one always stays out. I am a big fan of Natasha, and if you have not seen her channel, then you definitely need to check it out. The birthday gift. That's a lot of cards, but we're going to take this one. I know you're ready for me, but I'm still working on being ready for you. Guys, time is an illusion. We also got, speaking of our experience in a negative way will manifest someone to take you through the same lessons you experienced with me. And I'm thinking of you right now. Guys, healing is hard. And what I had stated before in these cards, let's see through this there. You see any couples in here? Well, that's a mother, a parent and child maybe, but all of these people, all of these characters are alone. You can't drag people with you on this journey. You cannot make somebody see something they're not ready to see. You weren't ready to do this until you were ready to do this. You might be ready for the people around you to be where you're at, but they're not ready. And you have to allow that. You have to allow them to go this journey whichever way they need to go. Celebrate yourself, but don't speak of others as lower than you, because I'll tell you what, you're going to put yourself right back. Don't do that. Appreciate your growth, but appreciate everyone else exactly where they're at. That is the only way to heal. It's the only way to merge. And as you do that, you will manifest people that will allow you to be yourself and to do you. It can be very easy to get egotistical. It can be very easy to get a holier than thou or superior attitude once you've done this and you've accomplished this. It's exciting, and you want to share it with people, and you want people to feel it, and you want to give it to them. You can't give it to them, guys. The Fool's journey is a lonely journey. It's a journey to understanding your inner self and merging your inner self, merging your higher self with your lower self. You can't, just because you did, you can't drag people up with you, because they will fight you on that. They don't see it yet. You got to give them time to see it. They might not be ready, guys, and that's okay. We love them where they're at. You think of them where they're at, and you send them love, because that's what our higher selves does. All right, guys, I am gonna leave it there. I am so incredibly proud of you, and give yourself a high five in the mirror tomorrow from me. All right, I love you. We'll talk soon. Love and light.